1994, their album Definitely Maybe became the fastest selling debut long player in British music history, and to date they've shifted over 33 million units. Their sixth studio album, Don't Believe the Truth, was released at the end of May, and this is 4Music Presents Oasis. Over the next half an hour, you'll hear exclusive tracks from the most eagerly anticipated album of the year, and we'll be chatting live and exclusive to Noel Gallagher. So let's get it on. Here are the mighty Oasis with Lila. That's Lila, the first single to be taken from the album. And joining me now, thank God, there's only one of them, big Noel Gallagher. How are you?
I'm not big.
No, you're not.
No, we.
Are you well?
I'm all right, I'm good.
You reckon Don't Believe the Truth is the best album since Definitely Maybe? It's a big claim to make.
Yeah, I said it's the best album we've made in 10 years, which would be since Morning Glory. I don't think anyone would kind of deny that. But the NME tend to twist these things and say this album's better than Definitely Maybe, which it isn't, because it's not attached to the same times, and that kind of thing can never be repeated.
Is that the thing, that you can't actually compare the sound of this album to any Oasis album before, so it's hard to compare it to Definitely Maybe?
I don't think you can compare the first two albums to anything else, to anybody's two albums, because they were a photograph of, you know, 93 to 97, when it was a pretty fucking good time to be like a teenager, do you know what I mean? And I kind of get a bit frustrated that everything is kind of compared to those two records. It's not really fair, really.
And what about Don't Believe the Truth for an album title?
That came from reading a lot of rubbish in the tabloids about us, about how, you know, me and Liam couldn't bear to be in the same room together. And, you know, there's always shit in the papers, and it's kind of a cynical statement on, without sounding like Tom York, about the world that we live in. It's run by the mass media.
You originally recorded with Death in Vegas and literally just scrapped it. When was that decision made? Why go to another producer?
We'd been down in Cornwall with them for 3 weeks, nearly a month, and I didn't think that we had the songs. Liam had kind of convinced everyone it was going to work, and I still think that the collaboration between Oasis and Death in Vegas would work if we had the correct songs. And I kind of lost interest in the music, really, more than anything. It was all amicable and we all shook hands, and I kind of disappointed it didn't work, but we did see the sessions through to the end, so maybe it's something we could go back to, and with hindsight, it might sound a bit different, like a few years from now. You know, it might be something to put on a box set or something. You know,
this album's you also can't compare it because you've only written 5 tracks on it out of 11. Are Oasis a band for the first time?
You can't get more of a band dynamic than everybody contributing ideas and everybody contributing songs to the direction of a record. But I don't think the press are quite ready to grasp that yet, because there's always me and Liam on the cover of magazines, and they always cut Gem and Andy out.
Does it piss them off?
But saying that, no, it doesn't. Actually, we were doing a TV show the other night, and somebody said, "Can I just get a quick shot of the band?" Gem and Andy just walked off.
Yeah.
So I was like, "You fucking won't be doing that when the money's handed out at the end of the tour, though, will you?"
You go away. You take ages to write an album. Without any material being heard, you sell out Madison Square Garden in nanoseconds. That must have been surprising, even for Oasis.
Yeah, it's weird to have been going to New York as Oasis for 12 years, and then all of a sudden somebody says, "You guys should play Madison Square Gardens," and we were like, "Well, we're going to sell it out." Somebody said, "Of course you'll sell it out," and it freaks me out that we didn't do that at the height of our fame over there in like '96. Logic tells me that there must be, like now when there was a reappraisal of Definitely Maybe, where young kids, their older brothers have said, "Hey, Chip, these are the British Beatles," that kind of thing, you know.
Let There Be Love is crushingly beautiful. It could be massive. Do you rate it as one of Oasis' finest moments when you wrote that?
Let There Be Love took 7 years from start to finish to write, and it obviously wasn't a solid 7 years of writing, but it kind of took many different forms, and a few went up a few blind alleys, and I rewrote the lyrics a few times. And if I had my way, it wouldn't even be on the record, because I think it's a bit of a flag waver. But it is a great song, and it's brilliantly sung, and it's kind of the anthem to end all anthems, really. But I didn't sit down and think, "Wow, aren't I a genius?" I do that when I make the bacon sandwiches at home. I was like, "Look at that. That's amazing."
All right, good stuff. More from Noel in a second, but let's get some more music here. This is my favourite track from the album. It's simply an all-time anthem. This is Let There Be Love.
Who kicked a hole in the sky so the heavens would cry over me? Who stole a soul from the sun in a world come undone at the seams? Let there be love. a hole in the sky so the heavens would cry over me. Who stole the soul from the sun in a world come undone at the seams. Let there be love. 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 Let there be love.
Lovely. Let There Be Love. What a tune. After the break, we'll talk to Noel some more about the album, about the forthcoming tour, and 2 more tracks in the studio from Don't Believe the Truth. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back to 4Music Presents Oasis. We've been hearing exclusive tracks from the latest album, Don't Believe the Truth. More chat with Noel in a few minutes from now, but let's hear their forthcoming single, sang by Noel. This is The Importance of Being Idle.
I sold my soul for the second time, 'cause the land, it don't pay me. I begged my landlord for some more time. He said, son, the bills are waiting. My best friend called me the other night. He said, man, are you crazy? My girlfriend told me to get alive. She said, boy, you lazy. But I don't mind, as long as there's a bed beneath the stars that shine. I'll be fine if you give me a minute. A man's got a limit. I can't get a laugh if my heart's not in it. I don't mind, as long as there's a bed beneath the stars that shine. I'll be fine. Give me a minute. A man's got a limit. I can't get a laugh if my heart's not in I lost my faith in the summertime, 'cause it don't stop raining. The sky all day is as black as night, but I'm not complaining. I begged my doctor for one more line. He said, son, a word's family. It ain't no place to be killing time.
Top stuff. That was the importance of being idle. Noel's made his way back over to me. Where'd you get the title for the song?
The title came from a book which I think I must have got sent, and it's called The Importance of Being Idle, and it's famous quotes by famous people down the years about being a lazy bastard, quite frankly. I was just rooting in the garage one day and there was the book. I'm just like, fucking hell, I am so thieving that title.
Does money spoil things? Because you always say, "I'll never change me," but did it change it?
Yeah, fucking right, man. Between 97 and 99, to be quite frank, I couldn't be fucking arsed writing songs or being in a group because I just got paid from Morning Glory and I wanted to just piss it up the wall, really. And I had a good go, let me tell you.
You seem to have went back to writing tracks about nothing, if you know what I mean. Like with the first album, very small issues, like Part of the Queue, just being stuck in a queue for a pint of milk. And is this sort of the kind of more honest Noel Gallagher that was maybe lost in the money?
You keep going on about the money. I mean, are you proper skin?
Aye.
Oh, fuck you. You should be better at your job then, shouldn't you? That song, Part of the Queue, the title came to me whilst queuing up for a pint of milk. It's about living in a big city and about how there isn't very much of a communal spirit. But I kind of got tired of trying to sum up the meaning of life in 4.5 minutes. Because you can't. But you can sum up a little tiny part of your day, maybe. But there's summing up the meaning of life, kind of leave that kind of stuff to embrace, I would have thought.
So you've had all this time to watch bands come and go, and has anyone done it for you? Because you've always been quite open in your views of other British bands.
I think some really, really good bands, British bands like Razorlight and the Libs, God rest their soul. I've been to see them, a lot of them, and they are really good, and you think, fucking hell, man. I think the next in line to make a great album are Baby Shambles. So, if you're watching Pete, get your fucking finger out.
Were you surprised because when Coldplay came back, you went to see them and Chris Martin climbed up a speaker stack and hugged you? What was that about?
I mean, I like Coldplay, much to Liam, well, fires Liam up when he hears me say that, because he doesn't like them at all, although he couldn't tell you why. And he kind of leapt up on his piano and then onto some PA stacking up the thing, and he came up and he kind of... He's a weird fucker. And he came on and he went, "How am I doing?" I was like, "Get on stage, you fucking idiot."
Is that
do you know what I mean? How am I doing? I don't know. It freaked me out now. He's just sweaty and everything. Family's
very important to Oasis. I'm not talking about the brothers, but your mum is someone who you still throw demos up to, isn't she, and stuff, and to get her give Liam advice when he won't listen to you.
She every time there's been a major fallout, she's always on the phone before Liam. She's not an A&R woman. I quash that rumour, please. I don't want her to get the blame for standing on the shoulder of giants or anything like that. She kind of comes to visit London a lot, and she sat around my kitchen table saying, "Have you fallen out?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, why? What have you heard?" And she'd be like, "Would you think you'd give him a ring?" Well, I'm not ringing him, he's a fucking idiot. "Oh, he said the same about you." I was like, "I'll get him on the phone now."
Was there ever a point where you thought maybe we'd had the last Oasis album?
There wasn't a point where the album had ever came to a complete and utter standstill. It was always kind of going somewhere. I mean, once we put out a best of or a greatest hits, that's when it's finished.
Yeah.
Until that point, no matter how long it takes between records, we'll always be working on new stuff. And we've always said that from the start.
All right, brilliant. Well, listen, best of luck to you. Enjoy whatever lies ahead in the next year.
I will do.
Because it will no doubt not be what you expect, I'd imagine.
Well, you read about it first in the papers, I would have thought.
And it'll all be true.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Nice one, man.
Thanks. So that's it for 4Music presents Oasis Rock and Roll Gods. I'm sure you'll agree. Please welcome them back. The play is out with a spellbinding Love Like a Bomb, Oasis.